Good morning, good morning. Let me see. Hello. There I am. Let me just share this a few places. Okay. Okay. Let's is it 10 o'clock? It is 10:02. I don't see anybody on yet, so I will wait a few minutes. Oh, hello. Hello, hello. People are coming on now. People are coming on. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Kirsty, how are you doing, hon? Who else have we got? It's Friday here. We're back at 33 temperatures. We had 40 last week. Oh my goodness. Thank God for air conditioning at work and here. Morning, Gloria. Yeah, another warm day again, right? Oh, Kirsty, it's good. I'm telling you, it's been a trying week. That's all I'm going to say. It's been a trying week for both Dali and I. That's the way it goes. But other than that, we're doing really good. I am excited to do my Facebook Live today. I kind of miss the Tuesdays, but that's okay. Once a week is good. I am doing a Facebook Live tomorrow too. I'm doing it with Crafting Together with All Brands. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm not that far prepared. I've been putting out fires elsewhere this week. And so, yeah, we'll see what I come up with tomorrow. So, as you know, it's Christmas in July. So, why not do something that is Christmassy, right? First of all, I just wanted to say thanks for everybody that signed up for the Summer Bloom. Hopefully this week for my local deliveries and everybody else, your stuff will go out 11, I believe it's 11 o'clock our time, Gloria, 7 o'clock British Standard Time. Then, so thank you for everybody who signed up for the Summer Bloom. Everything, you should have everything by next week, mid next week. And for those that the Christmas box, I'm waiting on boxes. I'm also waiting on a couple of replacements. Hi, Dali. I was just actually talking to Dali. It was so funny. Hi, Dali. And then we can get that show on the road too. But plan is to have everything to you in time. So other than that, everything is good. It's Christmas in July, and so why not do something Christmassy, and why not use our own very own vintage Christmas pad. And I also had said, Dali was here last year, so she did our 10 Christmas card kit, which was absolutely gorgeous, from the Make-A-Wish pad. It was so popular. People have been asking me, are we doing another one? Are we doing another one? So I have put one together. So I'll just quickly go over what you get in the kit. It's a phenomenal deal. Last year it was probably twice the price. This year I've knocked it back because it's our own in-house pad. So I am so excited. So let's take a look at this card kit that you will get. So you will get 4 cards. And hi, Charlie. So this is the first card, Season's Greetings. It's like this. and it is like this. So just a beautiful, beautiful card, very vintage. Everything's been kept vintage on here. Good morning, Leslie. Everything's been kept vintage on here. So this is the first card. Then we have another one, A Wish from the Heart for a Wonderful Christmas. This is this card here. I just love these papers. They lend themselves so well to this beautiful vintage look. Then we have another one here. Hi, our angel. Oops, keep it in camera shot. So this is all from the vintage Christmas pad. They're gatefold cards, something a little bit different that I don't normally do. So they're just absolutely gorgeous, so simple, so vintage. So in the kit, you will get the cardstock. You will get envelopes for each card, matching envelopes. You will be doing 8 cards, so 2 of each, because 4 cards just is not enough to give to all your friends. So you'll do 2 of each. There is a quick video tutorial of how I put these together. Thank you, our angel. And not only that, you get the sentiments, but you're going to get 2 8x8 books in the kit. So this is a steal of a deal. You get 2 vintage Christmas books, a video tutorial, a very quick video tutorial because these are quite self-explanatory. And then you get all the sentiments, the cards, so everything you need to make these kits, including your envelopes. And your jaw's going to drop because it's only $29.99, which is amazing for all the value that you're going to get. And all the guesswork's taken out. Okay, so these are first come, first serve because I only have so many books, right? So there's a card kit. I will post it later on today. So today I'm going to be playing with the vintage Christmas, and you guys know I am not a flower person, but I thought I would challenge myself to do something flowery. These I have yet to stick down because, like I said, this week was a little bit different in terms of how much time I had. So there we go. So this is what we're going to be creating, and we're just going to be using 1 sheet to create this. Okay, so 1 sheet. Again, we're going to go with the vintage Christmas. And this is a very, very simple tag. It's Technique Fridays, so a simple tag. So you can see I've already used 1 set of flowers from here. So I'm just going to continue using this sheet here. So the first thing we're going to do is just position this on the tag, and it actually fits just perfectly, just straight lined up. So let's go ahead and let's glue that down. Thanks, Gloria. Much appreciated, my love. And let's just do this. I love the Christmas vintage pad. When I'm more of a shades of Christmas style person, but I have to tell you, as soon as I started working with the Christmas vintage, I was actually shocked at myself at how much I actually really love it. So when we do this designing and when Dali puts this all together, we have to keep in mind not just our tastes, but everybody else's tastes. So Christmas vintage was not on my top list until I actually started working with it. And now I'm like, Dali, I need more of these style books. This paper is, I mean, I hate to brag, all of our papers are so easy to work with. There's big just take the guesswork out. Just making sure that that is all down. And because it's 200 GSM, you can throw whatever you want at it. And Dolly's gonna be, no, not the X-Acto knife, Pip, not the X-Acto knife. But yes, Dolly, I must. So not my style to do this tag. So we're gonna fussy cut this out. So not my style, but it's good, like I said, to push yourself. Right? Okay. So there you have it. I don't have to do anything with it. It's just on its own, it's just an absolutely gorgeous tag. Thanks, Jill. Good morning, Charlie. Yes, I do. Gloria, you want the size of the tag? Yeah, never take what I say my measurements to heart, because I am not a measurement type person. So I'm going to tell you, this is that what you call 7 1/8? I don't know. So it's 7 1 dash there. I don't do measurements like this. And 4 3, shy of 4 3/4. Okay, so this is done pretty good. It's a nice solid tag. And let's do the first thing. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use our not timeless Christmas vintage stencil. So I'm just gonna put that over here. So let me see if you can see on here. I'll see if I can see it. Can you see the shimmery stuff in the back? Like it's gold and silver. I don't know if you can quite see it on there, but there's like shimmery stuff. But of course we mix media up so everything gets covered, right? That's just the way it works. So let me get a trusty brush here. Something half decent. And what I'm going to do is, I love, oh, thanks so much, Gloria. Hi, Jane. So, thanks, Leslie. Yes, can see it. Oh, thanks, Charlie. So I'm just going to use a sparkling gel. I've got transparent, well, they're all transparent silver, and I've got transparent gold. So they look like this. These colors really lend themselves well to this. And we're not going to do anything fancy here. We are just going to come in at different areas, and we're just going to come in and work through the stencil. We're just doing a little bit of tapping. You can do this with a palette knife. I wanted more of a kind of subtle look in the background. Like I said, this is just an easy tag. Just use whatever you have in terms of when you're doing your embellishments. Don't be afraid to mix and match where you've put some silver down and come in with the gold. And then I'm just going to wipe my brush, and let's do it in the gold. Charlie, the plan is to come to Prince George in September. I hope you girls will come out and visit with us from Quesnel. Oops, not putting enough on my brush here. not going to see much of this below. It's, well, really, actually, I shouldn't say that. It depends on how much you want to cover this up. So I'm making sure I get all the areas. You can leave some out if you want to. Okay, I think I've got some good coverage. So I will hold that up and show you. And hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. Oh, thanks, Charlie. So you can see it there now. You can see it's very subtle. So I've got a little bit of the sparkling gold and a little bit of the sparkling silver. I just love these because they just are just so subtle. So the mix of those two colors is really nice. I'm just going to give that a quick dry. Oh, thanks, Charlie. Love sparkling gel, it dries so fast. So you can see it's kept the integrity of its shine. Thanks, Gloria, even after it's dried, right? So it's all now dried and you haven't lost anything in terms of the shine and sheen. And it's great for card making too. Now you could, if you wanted to, use the same technique on your cards for your card kit if you want. Thanks, Sandra. Thank you so much. If you wanted to do it on your card kit, the same technique before you put them together, that would really lend itself really well too. So you don't have to do them the way I've got them here. Go ahead and play around with how you decide to do it. Okay, so look, this is a really, really, like I said, simple tag. Well, we're going to jump straight into doing some splatters. So we've got some violet here. We've got some carmine red. The violet is metallic. I'm just mixing and matching. The carmine is matte. And we also have the olive. And lime would work really well with this too. Let's see if my lime is handy. And of course it's not. So I have my lime here too, which would really make it pop too. So the first thing that we're going to do is that we are not going to even worry about shadowing, distressing this or doing anything. If what you can do, if you're going to have a lot of this area showing, like I said, for me, I've only got this bottom area showing. But if you're going to have some of this area showing, what I would suggest you do is you take a pencil and you just darken these areas up like this. And this will really make it pop even more. You just take I've just got a number 2 HB pencil here, nothing fancy. And I will show you what I mean by it really just standing out more. These are just little things you can do to enhance your work. You guys know I always like doing things like this just to make it stand out a little bit more. I won't do all of it, but it will give you an idea. So you can see on there where you've done the pencil marks, it's a lot more standing out opposed to where you haven't done the pencil marks. So if you want to, you can definitely do that too. I did do mine, all of it underneath. This one, I just wanted to show you what I've done. So let's start off and let's do some splatters, shall we? Now look, I don't even know what I did on the other one, how I did it, which colors I went with first. But I think I'm going to go with my... No, let's go with the lime first. You know why? Because our brush will be too mucky otherwise. And I can't... Where is my white splatter brush? No idea. So that's lime. Oh yes, I like it already. Oopsie daisy, I got it a bit too goopy there. Again, you don't always have to do the splattering. It's entirely up to you. And then, of course, you know, I always like to bring in that color over and over again. Every color I use, it really builds up your sides. See, that's like if I was to now keep this in these tones, that tag already has taken on a different color. So it looks like two totally different tags. Okay, so let's wash this brush. Yes, it sure does, Charlie. I know, Dally Ray. I was watching you yesterday, so that's what I was thinking. Maybe I'll use some lime. Let me just get that off there. A bit of a waste. Okay, I am going to come in with a bit of olive, but the first thing that I'm going to do is just give this a bit of a dry. It's as splattery as you want to make it. Dali, you're so right. You're right. I have a bad habit of not taking these off. I'm very, very bad. I admit it. Any of your pots at your place that have these on are my doing. So this, a little bit more water. I think my brush is on its last legs. I think I've just taken the crap out of it. No, look at this, puddle's getting bigger. Okay, same thing. I'm gonna take this and just bring this color in now. And it all adds up because now you've got two kind of colors going on. I might need to change my splatter brush here. And don't be afraid to introduce it a little bit onto your tag. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Okay, next color. We have gotta have some purple, purple nurple. Oh, it's a gorgeous purple, isn't it? So let's bring that into the sides. So you see, you still keep the integrity of the other colors that you've got underneath, depending on how much you're coming in. Yeah, I love the purple too. And when Dali showed me the color palette for the pad, and I was like, purple for Christmas? But it just worked out so well. Okay, so now we are done with that one. You can do it as much as you want. I mean, it's entirely up to you. And then we're gonna go with the red. Red is kind of my pop color in this whole thing. I might have to get another brush to do this though, because I think my brush just does not want to do my, you know how you get the more of the droplets? It just doesn't want to do droplets. I think it's so mangled. It's not even funny. Okay, let's give that a bit of a dry. I promise you it will come together. What I love about these papers is you can throw anything at them. Okay, now let's bring in some of that red, and as you can see, I'm coming in a little bit deeper with that red. I just want to give it more definition. I'm not too fussed. My brush is not cooperating very well. It's not quite doing what I want it to do, but that is okay. It's mixed media. No one will ever know the look I was trying to go for. Right? So I'm just gonna bring a little bit of that in. Just maybe a little bit here and there. Okay. Now let's set that to the side. I'm going to just grab my, I don't know where my other brush is for my white splatters. Okay, we'll use a different brush, I guess. I will attempt to use a different brush than my white splatter brush. I keep my white splatter brush separate. So I have one for colors and I have one for just white. This is why I don't like using these brushes. I prefer my little fan brushes. You gotta have white. You can't do this without the beautiful white, because you need the white to make it pop. See how it already has lightened it up? We are going to come in with white afterwards, and we're just going to highlight some areas. But for now, this will do. Okay, so let's set that aside. What a mess I've made today. And I'm just going to fussy cut this now. Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it, Chris? Hey, Chris. Happy Friday to you, too. I just saw your message. So I'm just still on that one piece of paper, which I also used for my other tag. You can watch me fussy cut, which you guys know I hate doing. You guys know me, I'm usually very, very prepared, but so has anybody started their Christmas in July cards or projects or anything? Or are we all enjoying the fact that we're allowed out? I am so excited because next week I am not doing a workshop. I am participating in Dali's workshop. So that's going to be a nice change for me. And then I get to do it again on the 31st with her. And the owl. Only one owl left. One little owl left. Sorry, I don't even know if I'm going off camera here because I am too busy cutting away. Sorry, the most quiet you'll ever get me is when I'm fussy cutting. Dali can attest to that. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna be. And I'm just gonna use some, me spent the past 3 weeks doing acrylic. Good for you, our angel. Charlie, no? Ah, yeah, I know, right? Enjoy that freedom. As you can see, I'm not really too fussed about doing this. So, this is going to be, look, I'm going to tell you how easy this comes together. So, this is going to be my pop-up right here. So, let's just put some double-sided tape on it right now. And I added lots of white elements in mine because when you've got a background that is slightly darker, or you've intentionally made it darker, then you need to bring some white into it. Now, you could put black into it also. I did play around with that concept too. In fact, probably got what I was playing. Oopsie daisy. Let me put that back on. Well, not that it really matters. So, take your element and then you can just put it down wherever you want it. So I'm just going to offset mine just a little bit to here. Okay, then just start grabbing whatever you have. So let's just go ahead and let's just put that ribbon in there, shall we? I don't even know what the right way to do this is. It comes together really fast because all you're going to be doing is just using what you have. So I just got a bunch of Christmas stuff here. So here I've got a red piece. So if you wanted to, you could go with the red piece instead of the white. You don't have to go with what I've done here. It's entirely up to you, the look that you're kind of going for. I have this, which is actually, what is that? That is just this that I used in the other piece, but I've just gone and put distress on it. I'm just gonna see if you really wanted to go vintage and keep it clean, I would probably go with this. I've got some deer here. I'm just going to give them a little bit dusting on their button legs. Okay, maybe all around. Just go in your stash, and like this die cuts this way, but I have no issue with flipping it over and using the back of it. And then you can just start playing around. You might just want to leave it at that. You don't have to give it everything that I've given it. What else do I have in here? I don't know. I like the white. I need it to pop. I have another deer here too. He could be tucked away under there. We'll see as this keeps playing out. Let's see. So I've just got odds and bods, like just stuff that I have lying around. Let's see. Oh, I also have these types of tags in here. So if you wanted to, you could just make it like this. You know, you don't have to use the white piece. Let's see, let's go with that, shall we? But although that would go good with this kind of color. Okay, so I just happen to have kind of poinsettia type flowers. So let's see, shall we play with those a bit? For me, I just need to have all of my stuff in front of me. That's what works for me. I'm trying to do different color. I want to this time keep this area here. I want that to kind of show. And I do want that pop of red in there. So I'm keeping my flowers a lot smaller, it seems, this time. Let's have a look. I really just want, like I said, work on keeping this little area more free. So yeah, just work with whatever you have at home. It doesn't have to be, let's see. I really don't want to cover this little bit up at the bottom. That's what my issue I'm fiddling around with. So these are way smaller flowers than this one. I've used the big ones on that one. Let's see what else have we got. We got some. We have to bring in the white. I'm just talking to myself. Sorry. Don't cover it up. Laugh out loud. Right? No flowers. The green would be nice. The green would be nice. The green. Okay. So if I don't cover it up, then we do have this little bit at the bottom. And I don't know how I want to play this out now, people. I just don't know. Didn't I have a third deer somewhere? I don't like the third deer there. So okay, if we do this, okay. Just bear with me. So I've just got this. I'm just gonna tear this in half. Never just use your die cuts and everything, just however you want to. They don't have to stay in one piece, right? They don't, you can do whatever you want. It's up to you. So I'm trying to keep that clear as much as I can. But I want some white. Let me just tear this up. I just tear my die cuts. I don't always use them the way they're meant to be used, but I do need to bring in some touches of white into here. So you guys get to see my thought process when I'm doing my compositions. I don't like doing compositions, so you guys get to actually watch me struggle a little bit. So I can still see some of my flower there, but I really do like my deers. Maybe we just need one little deer down here. Maybe we need to chop him up and give half a deer. I don't know. So let's do some. Let's do a little bit of holly. Some white holly. No, don't like it. Just not going with my work here. Of these flowers, maybe these would, let me take 2 off. You guys are just like, she's just ripping everything apart. I'll probably glue this down after. Tear a little bit more of this off. I think you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to accomplish here. It's just whatever you have in your stash. I'm gonna leave that actually. I think you guys are right. I just need this to be a bit bigger. Let me take that off. Let me come with my red. Red is nice. I'm not digging it though, so I'm gonna go with my white. So I'm actually quite happy with my little thing here. I don't, as much as I want the second deer, I so badly want my second deer. Let me think about it. Do I really want him, or do I not? You know, so you can see I'm still fiddling around here. I think I'm good. I think I don't want to overthink it. My brain might burst. Okay. Use a red piece as a drop shadow. Yes, good idea. You know, I was thinking of that before the other day when I was doing the other one, and you know what happened was I was like, oh, it's going to be too fiddly. But yes, as a drop shadow, this actually works wonderfully. Thanks, Archangel, it does. So you could use that as a drop shadow. It makes such a big difference when you do that drop shadow. Oh look, I've managed to bring my second deer back into the whole game again. Okay, so then really it is looking at what your composition is, getting your, I'm actually going to get a dry brush here. If I can find a dry brush, I will get a dry brush. Okay, and I'm actually gonna, I need white primer. I'm just gonna get some white primer. After all that, I didn't need this. What a mess I've made today. So not like me, right? Just gonna put a little bit on my brush. And you know how this works because I've done it enough times. You just work it up your brush. And then what you can do is you can come in and you can lighten some of these areas. Just come in and lighten them. So if you don't like it if as dark as it is, just come in and dry brush into it. I like to do my composition first because then I know whereabouts I want to do some dry brushing. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody. But it just really, if you're worried about it being too dark, it really, the way to do it would be to maybe glue everything down and then come in and dry brush, but I'm not going to do that because I know what I'm like, and I'll probably decide I want it to do it a little bit different. This also will provide it with some texture, and it will further mellow it out. You don't have to do this step either. It just gives it that nice more mellowed out look. You just, all you're doing is you're pushing back some of that brightness, and you're giving it a more of a mixed media kind of look. Now, if you want, and now I remember how I had this, but that's okay, we'll figure it out. If you want, what I did on my other one, I actually came and did splashes. You can see them on that flower, and I did it on this. I'm not going to do it on this one. I want to keep the integrity of this flower as clear and as crisp as I can. But what I am going to do is snazz it up a little bit. What I'm going to do, so this isn't glued down at this point, so I know what I'm like. And maybe there will end up only being one deer on this. I'm just gonna bring in, they're both empty, I think, glitter pen. Thanks, Dali, thanks, ladies. And what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna come in and just color in some of these with my glitter pen. That doesn't want to work. I need to get a new glitter pen. Note to self, check your products before you do your live. This just gives it that extra, and I just like to dab it on rather than having a goopy look, because when you dab it on, what happens is you get a very subtle glitter effect on it, almost like a dusting. But if you prefer the goopy style, then you can just come in and use your pen and just do it all over. But I don't want to do that. I just want to give it a very little subtle dusting. So don't, worry if you get products and they tell you you need to use them this way. These are 3D leveling pens. So sometimes I'll get people, and that's the only way they'll use it, because that's what they believe they can only do with it. It's a 3D self-leveling pen, therefore that's how you use it, to make like round bead kind of things like this, globby. So I'll show you globby kind of straight on. I don't like it. It's got too much dimension for me. So I tell people, experiment, play around, use it how you want to use it. There's nothing wrong with it. Just don't be afraid of getting messy. So all these techniques, even with this glitter pen, you can take onto the card kit, okay? So let's see, where are we at now? Let me put that brush not in that water. That water is too dirty, too dirty. This, I think, just needs its nib cleaned. Okay, let's see where we've got. I'm gonna move my stuff away. See, how easy peasy was that? All you need is just a few things, just leftovers, die cuts and stuff. I can honestly tell you I didn't die cut anything, because I already had all this stuff here. So how easy was that? One sheet of paper. Now listen to you guys, and I kept the bottom open. Of course you can leave as much as you want open, but this is without dropping everything. It is quite a 3D tag. So I just love it. Thank you, Leslie. So I will show you what we did with the original, which is more probably, it's more lightened in the background. You can see I've definitely done a lot more dry brushing in it, but this one's more daintier, more this one's not even glued down. What can I tell you guys? It's just a little bit different. It's more fresher looking, I think. So I'll just do you a comparison. So here we have it. So this one's just a little bit different. And then this one's got the lime in it. So you can see there's no lime in the first one, but you can see that there's lime in the second one. So there you go. So see how easy it is to make these 3D tags, just using what you have in your stash. But I definitely like the freshness of where I didn't splatter the flower on top. I just love how fresh that looks, opposed to having, yes, I love the right one too, Gloria. I just prefer that more freshness. So you can keep building it up. You can just keep adding whatever you want to. To be honest with you, I was looking for like silver foil type paper, like, you know, you get that cardstock, that silver or gold, and I thought they would work really well where the white is, but I just couldn't find any, so I just stuck to what I had already cut. So you have those there. So for those of you who might have missed it, fantastic card kit coming up using the Vintage Christmas. You get 2 of each cards to make. The gatefold cards, everything, the sentiment, and so you end up with 8 cards. That is our Christmas in July card kit. And oh, you get a video tutorial, very short video tutorial, because these are self-explanatory. And you also get envelopes. So you end up with 8 cards and 8 envelopes, all the cardstock needed, the sentiments, and the kicker is, guess what you also get with this kit? You're going to get 2 of these books, which is just amazing. Vintage Christmas, 2 of the books, because I've fallen in love with them. And Dali was like, wow, that's really a big deal, Pip, what you're doing. Like, that's a huge deal you're offering. They're only $29.99 for the kit. And I says, you know what? I actually fell in love with Christmas vintage, and I just want to do something nice. So, all right, Leslie, have a fabulous weekend too, honey. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, so there you go. Yes, I will have it on YouTube later, Stacey. And then what you can do, you can follow it and watch it. But there you go. I really hope you enjoyed today's Facebook Live. I hope you will venture and play around with die cuts that you already have. Thanks again, our angel, for your suggestion. I'm loving that shadow. I hope that's what you meant. And again, even my ribbon, I didn't, typically I would use a red ribbon because you guys know I'm a bit weird like that. But the purple in the background just really lended itself well to the maroon ribbon. But there you go. Oh, thanks so much, Chris. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome, Gloria. You're so welcome. Have a great Friday. Again, I'm here. You're welcome, Kirsty. Thank you, our angel. Oh, thank you. I am on crafting together with all brands tomorrow. I have no idea what I'm making, but you can tune in and find out. It will be 11 o'clock Canada time and 7 p.m. British Standard Time. Okay, everybody, have a fabulous, fantastic weekend. Bye.